Welcome to this session on top tool to take product designs from excellent to exceptional. My name is Geng Yixiong. I'm a technical solution executive working with Autodesk, and I will be your host for this session. In this session, I will talk about the product design and manufacturing collection. It includes the tools you need to develop your ideas, simulate them to make sure they work, analyze dimension tolerances, create CAM toolpath with different strategies, and optimize your factory layouts. And all the data for every tool you use is stored and managed in a secure project. It's those capabilities that enable you to be more innovative, win more bids, streamline your manufacturing, and improve your overall product performance. We're going to show you some of the reasons why. Well, first of all, your design work is the foundation for everything. That's why we are starting with Inventor. Most of you are already familiar with the general capabilities of Inventor, so I'm only going to cover a few points before we dive into the other products in the collection. What makes Inventor such a great design tool? It enables you to focus on your design, not on how to use the software. You're going to find specialized tools to speed up your design, things like sheet metal tools that are available to quickly create the features in your model and get an accurate flat pattern to your laser cutter. There is frame generator that models the 3D for you as you specify the skeleton structure and the cross-section of choice for each member. Tube and pipe for assemblies, which includes routing rigid pipes and tubes, and the flexible hoses for machine designs and the consumer products. And the flexible modeling measures are there to remove any hurdles to quickly model and edit your 3D parts. So parametric direct editing and freeform capabilities, you can use them all together. 1/3 of everyone with a seat of Inventor use iLogic regularly. It's a rule-based design engine that allows you to reconfigure your designs quickly. This helps to satisfy the customization demands from your customers. Even use it to generate an instant quote. This is a great tool to win more business and get your designs to manufacturing faster. I have been working with CAD software for a long time. Interoperability used to be one of the biggest hurdles for most companies. Always trouble translating files. Asking your customers for multiple file types because you don't know which one will open the best. And you sometimes get a new version of a part, but you don't know what changed. Inventor, any CAD changes all of this for the better because you can simply open the file and maintain an associative link to it. If any changes are made, the model simply updates. For some of you, this is the greatest technology ever. Next, I want to mention BIM interoperability. Participating in BIM project is now easier than ever. Imagine you're collaborating with architects to make custom designs for buildings. Your designs may be highly detailed and ready for production, but architects don't need all that detail for their 3D model. In Inventor, they can be quickly simplified using automated tools and then translated as BIM object. A lot of work has been done for Revit users looking to share their data with the Inventor for custom fabrication. Earlier Inventor releases can already open Revit data and even choose the appropriate portion of the design for their needs. And I'm very glad to introduce you in Inventor 2023. Now the Revit users select the data they want to send and creates a data exchange that gets uploaded to Autodesk Docs. The Inventor user can then access the data exchange to load into their project. The Revit data will remain associative inside Inventor without emailing a new revision file if the Revit data gets updated. Now let's shift to performance. It's consistently the #1 request we hear from our customers. It impacts everything from opening to viewing to drawing creation. So Inventor offers several features that help you handle your large, complex models in a much faster and easier manner. Just got a new fancy hardware? Inventor can make full use of the resources. Inventor 2023 introduces a new display option that takes advantage of supported graphic cards. This feature is called GPU ray tracing. In earlier releases of Inventor, selecting the ray tracing display option would use the Autodesk ray tracer, which provides interactive results using only the CPU. And now you choose to use either CPU or GPU ray tracing with the potential for higher performance and quality using your GPU. Let's talk about some of the integrated tools for Inventor that are part of the product design and the manufacturing collection. Everyone wants their assembly to fit perfectly, but at what cost? I'm sure you know that manufacturing tolerances have a significant impact on cost and quality. How much time and money are you spending on unnecessary high-quality finish? Or is the tolerance stack up preventing your assemblies from fitting or functioning properly? Autodesk Inventor tolerance analysis is designed to help you make decisions. You designed a great product. What does it look like to transition to manufacturing? Some of you can benefit from the factory layout tools that are in AutoCAD and Inventor to help optimize equipment placement and production. Most 3D CAD software nowadays has some entry-level FEA. For example, every license of Inventor Professional comes with stress and frequency analysis. But are you getting all the information for how your design will behave in the field? Autodesk Inventor Nastran offers a complete set simulation study, nonlinear thermal fatigue, and the dynamic studies. They all offer a complete understanding of your product performance with accurate results. Inventor Nastran is built directly into user interface. Setting up an analysis is easy. You're going to start out by choosing the analysis type. You can then choose your material from an extensive material library. And next, you can define your mesh settings and see what it looks like. And the two most important pieces are the constraints and the loads, essentially the real-world condition you expect for this component. Once these are all set up, you can run your simulation. After the simulation is complete, you can then inspect the results in different ways with color plots, animations, minimum and maximum values, and the probings. And the cool part here is when you want to make a design change. In this case, you want to add a rib and some additional stiffeners to improve the performance. All of that setup carries over to run an updated simulation with the new geometry, give you an apples-to-apple comparison from one design to the next. With integrated simulation tools that are this easy to use, there is no reason not to simulate and optimize your designs early and often. Autodesk Inventor Cam provides a seamless workflow from design to manufacturing. Because it is integrated in Inventor, it includes functionality for 2.5 to 5-axis machining, as well as lathe and mill turn applications. When you have multiple flat components that come in different shapes and sizes, it can be a challenge to create a nested layouts that produces a minimum amount of material waste. Autodesk Inventor Nesting is integrated nesting software that helps optimize yield from raw material. So nesting study can be created and then updated to reflect any changes to the design. You can easily compare nesting studies to optimize efficiency and use Inventor Cam for the toolpath. There are other tools in the collection that work directly with Inventor. Let's take a look. Well, most 3D CAD software providers encourage you to make the move from 2D to 3D. What we see in many instances is that the best solution is a combination of both. Continuing to use AutoCAD for specific use cases is ideal because your 2D drawings and the 3D models, AutoCAD and Inventor remain associated with each other. How are you communicating design reviews with others? This can be accomplished in any CAD system, but what happens when you have a model that contains hundreds of thousands or over 1 million components? This is where Navisworks shines. This application is built not only for design reviews or walkthroughs, but it can also be used for clash management between models that have been imported from all CAD systems. Even sync the equipment to your project management software to simulate the installation process for your factory layouts. All this can be accomplished while the entire model remains associated with changes that are made to the CAD data. So I'm going to drill down into one specific aspect of Navisworks, and that is working with point cloud data or reality capture. It all starts with a 3D scan. You may be a building owner and you want to make sure that new equipment coming in is going to fit properly, or you may be an equipment manufacturer and you need to understand existing conditions for your installation. Scan data can be viewed just like any other 3D model and measured just like any other 3D model. Scanned point cloud data can be inserted into your Inventor assembly to understand how the new and the existing conditions work together. You can even inspect and measure individual scans. And one of the best parts about Navisworks is the ability to collect all of the data into one single location. Your 2D layout, your 3D facility, and your point cloud data, you can then run clash detection reports between all of those geometry and make any necessary changes before on-site installation. We know that collaboration between mechanical and the electrical engineering team can be challenging, but what if electrical and mechanical design could talk to each other? That is electromechanical design between Inventor and AutoCAD, where you can share up-to-date information between your electrical schematics and your Inventor 3D models, and they remain in sync with each other. How are you showing off your designs to your customers? Sometimes a screenshot is all you need. But what if you need something more professional, perhaps for a brochure or your website? You need a software application that is dedicated to visual effects for photorealistic renderings and videos, and that is 3ds Max. So I'm just going to let the video speak for itself when we talk about 3ds Max. Whether you realize it or not, as a part of the product design and manufacturing collection, you have access to cinematic quality renderings and animations that connects directly to your Autodesk Inventor data. Next, I want to talk about tools that are available when you send your Inventor design over to the Fusion 360 platform. Have you considered some of the capability of Fusion 360 that complement Inventor? If you would like to run a generative design study, create toolpath strategies, do electronic design, or advanced simulations, then you will find some one-click workflow in the Fusion 360 ribbon. With Fusion 360, let's talk about generative design first. Many of you have heard of it and understand that it works by generating a model that satisfies your design criteria. It outputs hundreds of design ideas in significantly less time than it takes to model a few ideas manually. It will even provide options based on the manufacturing methods that are available to you. The finished model can even be changed to make your own final edits or tweaks before production. Here is an example of what it looks like. It helped a customer in automotive industry design a seat bracket that's 40% lighter and 20% stronger than the original assembly. It also consolidated 8 parts into a single one. There are times where you need subtractive manufacturing or sometimes additive. Autodesk Fusion 360 has both. If you want to make a quick prototype on your desktop printer, ready to mill on your CNC machine, both can be done in the same application, where you will find dozens of 3D printers and the cutting, milling, and the turning machines in the Fusion 360 machine library. Looking for design tools for electronics, PCB designs, no problem in Fusion 360. After finish your plastic housing design in Inventor, simply send it to Fusion 360. You have the tools you need to design your PCB in the context of your 3D mechanical model. Do you want to get your simulation results faster? You can simulate it on the cloud. With Fusion 360, you can also do more advanced simulation, including injection molding simulation, electronics cooling simulation, and additive manufacturing simulation. That's all we want to cover for today. Thank you for your listening.